Welcome to today's episode. What we're going to do is we're going to start mounting gearbox and motor, get those try and get those situated. Now, before I get started, see those fenders sitting there. They're going to rest there until I decide to cut them to pieces. But just wanted to give a shout out to all my subscribers and viewers, whoever's clicking links and stuff. This is the first thing that I got with the proceeds from the YouTube. So thank you again, and they will get cut and fit and they'll look good on here in the end. But we're not gonna do that now. They're gonna sit there for a while till they get in the way. I want to get the front all done, get the hood on there, and then we'll make them look good with that. So here it is. Even under the blanket, still managed to get dusty. So that'll probably go. Can't go there, I won't have enough room. Oops. We'll say probably about like that. So it's got room for the intake. So it'll roughly go here. So now the main reason I wanted to get this mounted first was just so I can come up with some mounts for it. Maybe make sure that it's sitting like I want it to sit, and that it lines up with the motor in case I feel I want to integrate the two together. Their mounts, I mean, which I may. I haven't completely decided yet. So there we go. That's roughly where that motor needs to be, huh? I don't know if I like it. It can obviously sit a little lower, but let's see how much room it has at the moment. Let's assume this is going to be something like that. Whoopsie. Sure, whatever. Nope. And that intake is smack up to the back of the light right there. So that is where it's going to have to go. So if that has to go there, my gearbox has got to go behind it. Which means I need it somewhere in this vicinity. 11 1/8. Yep. That will absolutely mount. So now I need to cut this off and get this plating off of here. With that being said, let's knock this back a little bit. All right, we got that welded in there halfway, just like everything else that I'm gonna need to weld afterward. Now let's see where this is gonna position. It's gonna end up sitting something like this. This one says it's 10 feet. All right, let's break it right here. What am I doing? I should have just popped 2 links out. 2 of these. There we go. I read a bunch of reviews on that chain breaker there that said it doesn't work, it's crap, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, seems like it works good. There we go. Now, I can adjust this by tightening or loosening the rear axle. So this one has some adjustment there. And it's going to be locked in here in the front. So what I'm doing this for is to get it straight, but also see how it clears. And it's just a little higher, huh? So let's cut it there twice. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld one here and one here. So right there. So the suspension is not going to drop any further than it is currently. So that's good. That means the top clears, the bottom's got a little bit of clearance to make up for it. So, and then I can always tighten it with the rear axle, sliding it back a little bit. So this right here is where I want this. All right, now this is mounted in there. Let's get our bolt, where our bolt goes. There we go. Now let's get our nut. Touch that bracket. Don't touch that bracket. Oh, so now with this motor and this, I think I want to mount them at the same time. Because I think they're going to share some mounting locations. At least the mounts themselves will kind of... We'll think about this for a minute, but... So... We'll shoot for one of those. It's 12.5 inches long. And we'll put the first bolt at the 5. 12.5. 5 inches. We have the first hole. 88 millimeters. To the second hole. All right, pulls up nice and tight now. How does it line up here? I don't see air right there. Oh, but for now, let's mark this to the frame. For my saddle, we'll do that. And we'll do that. All right, I got these all cleaned up, got the scale off of them. Oh, I hate that part. Time to put that on and see if we can't get this welded in. Ugh. All right, this one goes here. Oh, Jesus. Just a little bit wide. All right, time to tack them in. All right, we got that welded in there now. Oh yeah, mounted solid. Now, let's tap this over and see if it doesn't line up good enough. I may have to modify, pivot that mount a little bit to get this just right. We'll see. Figure out where we'll have to cut it. Make sure it'll run good here. Ooh, I'm gonna have to trim part of that motor off there because it's gonna rub. And it's just part of the case, so. Oh, jeez. All right, take it apart right here. But chains are loosey-goosey, right now. They need adjusting, but they're there. And that's cool. Check this out, ready? Whoop. Hang on. There we go. So this one spins. And look, so for every one of those, look at how slow that one's going back there. Yeah. Now it's not rolling this forward because the back one isn't pinned in place. And then here's reverse. And there's neutral. Cool. So, I got those in there, but I still want to put one back here on here, a mount, just because. And I need to mount these two to something. So I'm thinking, obviously I had to do this way. The way I did here. So that way I can see where all those are going to be. So I don't put like a cross member right where the chain needs to be or something like that. So I have some good surface here. I have some good surface here. I'm going to see what I can come up with tomorrow to get this locked in. I figure if I incorporate these two mounts too, to where they attach, it can't pull it closer, and this being mounted will help mount this solid from moving too, even though I feel his mount is going to be solid on his own. We'll just also have that to there. Oh, that's cool, huh? I wish they were further forward. If I kept the original carb and this, and small intake and small intake filter, and it was back here, I could have moved it up probably, all the way up to probably about here before it started hitting the grill. Got a few more inches out of it. so that way when I make my pass through, it's not in the way. But right now, as it sits, it's going to be real close. I'm going to have a narrow spot to get my foot through to the other side. But while you're here, it'll be great. Look at that. Look at that. Little tiny motor up there. Doo-doo. This is gonna be fun. And that's all for today. See you next time. Buff it up, 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 buff it up.